Hi, Leos. So this is going to be a reading for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For 2023. I'm sorry I'm a little late on you guys' reading. It's been kind of busy for holidays. We got a few messages that just popped out for you, and I'm going to cut and pull one too. But at the bottom, we have here, find a balance, full moon in Libra. So this year, you're going to be finding a balance between whatever it is you're needing to level out in your life, whether that be finances or love, but just life in general. You also have full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. We'll be pulling tarot after these oracle messages, but we have here full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. And also last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. So there's definitely something that you're going to achieve that's going to give you some kind of stable and solidified structure or foundation for you to build your life on. And you're going to be able to pat yourself on the back, probably have a lot of other people do that and shower you with love and make sure that you are known that you've achieved these great things. So let's go ahead and get the tarot out, and we'll go ahead and go through the 12 months and pull a little clarity on them. Actually gonna set these down. There. So Taurus season, Aries season, and Gemini season, I'm hearing kind of might be some turning points since they came up in the oracle in Libra. It wouldn't be surprising if Taurus and Aries, definitely, since you are a fixed sign with Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and fire sign with Aries. But let's go ahead and pull for the 12 months and see what's going on with you. All right, so January, we have Ace of Cups. Some of you may be having a new emotional connection where you're starting to find some kind of fulfillment or happiness in life, where you're able to kind of just enjoy emotional satisfaction, and something is starting to make you really kind of have a lot of emotions pour out. You feel like this is kind of a blessing that's been given to you because you've done some kind of healing, and you've been through some things that really make this new connection that blooms, or this new start that you're starting to experience in your connection, whether it's been existing or not, or it's brand new. There's something about there being some kind of renewal of like emotional satisfaction. So February, we have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords energy, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aquarius season could be significant. Again, I told you that Aquarius is also a fixed sign like you and I, the Taurus. But it's definitely going to be something that you may have to cut out, or there may be something that you feel is kind of, like I said, air sign energy is something that maybe you are having to change your perspective on mentally, or maybe some way that you're communicating, but there's something about the communication being real straight to the point and direct with whatever this is. Again, we'll be pulling clarity on every month. So we have the 10 of Swords here in March. So there may be some kind of ending that is processing there that you may have perceived as painful in the past, but we'll see more about that. We have the Devil here in April. So there may be something about a toxic love connection in the first quarter of the year that you are healing from, or maybe you are getting cut out of something that, like I said, is codependent, and you're not wanting to be feeling like you're tied down to something that's negative. So in order for you to have hope on the horizon, there's some kind of perspective that maybe is kind of toxic that you're having to break away from in order to experience something that's healthy for you, where you don't feel like you're bound to something, kind of chaotic here. But we have in May the Page of Wands. So something new may be starting, like I said, a new chapter in May where you may have some kind of new spark or creative endeavor or project that you are undergoing that may help with you um, maybe going home. There may be something about some of you getting a home. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely pull clarity. But we also have here the Seven of Swords. Um, that's June. Guys, I'm not really liking the energy for the first beginning of the year. For sure, gonna pull clarity, but this is the message that we're getting, and the message that we need. So there's something that you're planning. It's like you're having to see something for what it is about an ending or some kind of closure that you're needing to get, maybe for a higher level of commitment, or to have some kind of elevation. It's like you're having to really leave behind some bad habit or something that's really kind of got your heads in the clouds. Because I don't know if you can see the Knight of Swords, but let me turn this down. But his head is like really in the clouds. You probably can't see it, but let me try to turn this down. There you go. That's way better. So, yeah, there's again, this is February. And so there's maybe something that you didn't know about a love connection, that maybe there's something that you're discovering about a betrayal, because sometimes the 10 of Swords can be a betrayal. But for the first half of the year, I'm seeing that you're processing something about having to cut out somebody that's maybe kind of like blocking you, or start stop. Pages are definitely not the worst thing you can see in a deck, but there's something about a Knight of Swords, and then the Page of Wands is your energy, fire energy. So it's like you're starting something new, or you're definitely figuring out a way to start something new as you kind of inch closer to your birthday. So that'll move us into, again, July. You have the Lovers. Things start to really turn back up for you, I guess, because maybe you start to really get things in order, I guess, in May and June, and you plan ways to really kind of make your dreams come true with the Lovers. That's Gemini energy. So there may be something about you guys having a twin or like a soulmate. If you believe in those things, then maybe you're cutting out something that doesn't belong in order to come into something that does, whether that's a job or a group of friends, or whatever it is that you may be experiencing in a love connection that may or not, maybe some temptation you're cutting out. But there's something that you are really learning how to break away from in order to really experience true happiness. And I mean, that's a really good thing. It's really not easy to stand up for yourself. A lot of times there's a lot of factors that play in that. I feel like some of you are definitely going to be going through a dark night of soul. And I mean, only time those come up is when it's time to level up. And I mean, it's not fun. I'm going through one right now, but it's like, you're coming back out strong by your birthday. So rest assured, with the Lovers, yeah, fate turns in your favor. Remember, I said something about the fixed signs. This is our card for all of us that are Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. We are fated. When we come in people's lives, it's destined. So someone's really getting their karma for dealing with you in a harsh manner. And anybody who has wronged you by, this first beginning of the year, it's like they really get theirs, because again, here in August with this Wheel of Fortune, you're turning into good luck. It's like you're having this big, expansion, because you kind of surrendered to what is and you've done things right. So it's only right for you to start to have the rest of your year from having to go through these challenges to come out strong and on top, because you put in all this work. Here you are in September, Seven of Pentacles, all that you had to go through those hard 6 months. Remember I said this first 6 months, that 7 month, you really start to see it. And that harvest you're waiting on here in September, you really start to see that none of this stuff that you're going to be going through in the beginning of the year is in vain. this stuff is nothing to a lion anyway, right? So moving into your October, you have Virgo energy here with the Hermit, and that shows you may be kind of breaking away, spending some solitude, soul searching, introspection, really kind of just like ghosting anybody and everybody that you kind of need to set some boundaries with, because sometimes people see like this level up that you're gonna have, they kind of trying to come with their hands out and stuff, and so you might be kind of you know keeping things on the hush for a minute here. It looks like in October, but November you got the Two of Cups. So, like I said, it seems like you really have some kind of real soulmate connection or a really good friend. If at most, if you're not willing to like date and commit, there's somebody that you really care about and compatible with here by the end of the year. I feel like there's some kind of toxic love connection you break away from, and by the end of the year, it's like, hey, here's your person. And if it's you're not breaking away from a toxic love, it could be a toxic job at the beginning of the year, whatever it is, like you come into union and it looks like it's an emotional connection with something that is gonna be really compatible. It's like, energies where like attract, even though if they're opposite, yin yang. There's something about the healing you've done, Leo, because even on our Two of Cups, we have the lion. Like, you're definitely here. You're definitely here. The lion is here. You're really showing up in your reading as somebody that's going through a healing process, especially with this devil. Like, don't let it scare you. Like, this, anybody who's playing with you, like, you're definitely breaking away the chain. Like, you're not gonna stay tied down to the BS, and that's all that is. Because there's something toxic that you're not wanting to be with, and it's all like it's pretty major, whatever it is, if it's a major arcana. But again, that's the April type of thing where you finally like break free, you're healed from it, like here with the Hermit. So definitely something with September and April, you finding like some closure from something that may be sad, because this Five of Cups is for December. You get over it. Like, you finally heal from it. Anytime you deal with like Virgo energy, it's a matter of like doing what's best for your health, like taking care of you. And like I said, you take the blindfold off. So we're definitely about to now get deeper with some blindfolds and pull a clarity deck. Okay. So the Hermit came back out. Imagine that. You're definitely going to be ghosting some people this year. I can just already tell you that there's going to be some people that you're going to go missing on. I guess because the spiritual work or whatever it is you're doing, the elevation you experience, I guess you kind of outgrow these people either financially, emotionally, uh energetically, or any kind of way you can outgrow somebody. Like, I feel like that's what's going to be going on. Like, there's definitely the Wheel of Fortune here again. It's like fated, it's karma. Like, there's no stopping this. Like, even if you don't want it to happen, you're just gonna have to roll with these punches, baby. So let's see what's going on here with this Ace of Cups in January for my Leo sun and rising. What's going on with Leo's January? Okay. Death, an ending. Plain and simple, because you're breaking out of the old so that you can shed the old to be the new. If you can't see the imagery, is somebody here trapped in some dead old bones that it's need for a rebirth, it's need for a change, it's need for the transformation and some kind of love connection so that you can finally experience happiness, whether that's with the person you're with or not. There's something that's ending in this situation where there you are, or there's somebody is Queen of Wands. um you may find this person attractive, but there's something about, there may be something about some anger or hot-headedness, ego with a love connection. This person may not be putting in as much as they need to, or there's something here. Let's see, the Page of Pentacles could be somebody that's an earth sign, but death energy, Scorpio energy, something here about an ending for sure with the Ace of Wands, and you starting a new beginning, because this is fated. Like, this has to end so that you can start a new flame. I don't know what your new flame is and what that consists of, but whoever or whatever the situation is that you're coming out of or that's coming to an end is very karmic. Because, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is like all over your reading. You're a fixed sign. It should be. Um, you're letting something die so something can come into your life in a new, passionate, creative way once something else phases out. So let's move on to February with the Knight of Swords. Why does Leo have the Knight of Swords for their February this year? Spirit, angels, guides. Why do they have the Knight of Swords for their February this year? And if you guys need to fast forward, you always can. I don't even recommend watching all this video at once. But thank you for everybody that's here. Okay, so the 10 of discs, but it came out in reverse. So there may be something about some debt or something that's owed. Maybe somebody in your family may owe you, but there's somebody that you may be cutting off because like it seems like they're not paying up. Yeah, 6 of Wands, they messing with your nest egg. They're messing with your confidence. Like it seems like somebody you might have some words with somebody about your money or your possessions. Because I don't know if y'all see the eagle here in the nest, but you see it's a lot of crows or little blackbirds that are all around, and you see how pretty this nest is sitting. And like the 10 of disc here has peacocks, and I would like to think of a Leo as the peacock of the birds. But definitely somebody might be doing something with your money or something about your appearance or something ain't gonna be there's something that you're gonna have to cut off, and it's gonna be something about your possessions, or somebody in your family may be trying to like do something with your house. It's something definitely something with the 3 of Swords where some other people connected here, that you may feel like they're stressed, they cause pain and heartache. But this is, like I said, incoming, and it may involve like somebody that you provide for or are supposed to provide for you, but it's like there's some kind of scarcity mindset of anxiety and fears surrounding this. And this person, what else do we have? 5 of Cups. This it's a sad situation, but this person, they trigger a lot of anxiety and fears, and there's some kind of insecurities that they may project on you. And I feel like just because they broke, they be trying to say something about you and what you got because you're coming up in the 6 of Wands. So be on the lookout for a hater in February. Let's move on to March. 10 of Swords. So whoever this is probably March's backstabber if the 10 of Swords is about that. But it could also, I'm going to be positive, hope on the horizon after a painful end, you having to cut that person off in February because they are toxic. Let's see what's going on with this 10 of Swords for my Leos. So the World. Imagine that, another fixed sign card, but this time it's Saturn's fixed, but also a card that represents fixed sign energy towards Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. This ending is fated to happen. You cannot stop this. You just got to roll with whatever this is. If you try to delay this, it'll stop and block a new process starting that leads to you finally being able to get away from this unhappiness that whoever this situation involves, whether this is family, friend, loved one, of some kind, is somebody you're close to and they're kind of jealous of you, and there's an ending that's pretty major, and there's a new cycle that'll have to begin. And this is, like I said, coming in because you're moving forward, you're starting to kind of level up and advance. There's new parts of your brain that are going to be opening, maybe because you're doing spirit work of some kind. But you're definitely learning some things that are going to help expand your mind for the better, and knowing that these kind of energies are what you need to break away from is part of what comes with that. New levels, new devils, you overcoming whatever the situation is. I'm almost about to cry now. It's kind of sad for somebody, but I don't even have Leo really in my chart. But 7 of Disc here, you're still gonna be able to reap something positive out of this, even though you may be confused as to why this is going on and why you have to put this to an end in order to move forward. There's still something about, you having to not let this cause you to feel like it's hopelessness is on your half. Like, this is just what is. This is just life. And I'm not saying that to discredit how you may feel when you have to cut this person out, but it's been a long and burdensome, I'm hearing, process with you trying to clean up this mess with this person. So let's move on to the Devil here in April. Why do we have the Devil for Leo in April? Leo, Sun, and Rising Venus. So, Five of Swords, again, you cutting out whoever these people are from this first quarter of the year. These people already have to have been causing problems. These kind of problems right here don't just pop up overnight. You probably already kind of have an idea of who's been playing mind games or who may be fake in your circle. And it's time that you close them out and let them go. It's lose lose for everybody to keep being involved with these people. There's trickery that's going on in the background. When I see moths with eyes on them, there may be some people that are even trying to like watch you and see what it is that you're spending, like watching your pocket. And it's like you have to really see these people for who they are with their little scarcity mindsets and how bad they really are for your health. I heard these people may be drinking a lot and doing things that are very unhealthy, that are outside of moderation. But these are people that, you have to cut out because you're moving up in life. You know, I said new levels, new devils, but new angles, new angels, and you about to flex from every angle, baby. And these folks gonna be mad at you. So moving on to May with this Page of Wands. Leo, Sun, and Rising Venus. Why do they have the Page of Wands? So the Chariot jumped out. So full speed ahead, like overcoming any opposition, anybody that's trying to stop you. Hey, my four viewers, can I get some thumbs up, please? If I'm headed in the right direction, show me y'all here. But definitely, you having to see things from two perspectives to really like just know that again, these things that are happening, they are happening because you have the willpower to endure this, to be strong. Because without these, you could be weak. There's also something about this Page of Wands saying that this is your way to really see people for who they are with this Five of Swords. I mean, this Seven of Swords. That Five of Swords is like you finally seeing, the previous month, that Five of Swords. If you subtract seven, if you subtract five from seven, that's Two of Swords, and that's someone seeing something for what it is that they were closed off to. You seen these little foxes, because that's what those are. You seen these people were hiding stuff behind your back. You see it for what it is. You see that this is not what you want, so you go towards what you want, and you started getting with people that actually want to see you win, because these other people, they just wanted to hurt you. Nine of Wands, and like I said, these people, they help shape you to be this person. Like every little version of you, these people or this group beat down with you. These haters, they just made you strong, baby. Like they was just in the background, they may have some good times with you, but ultimately it's time for you to move towards people that really, love you and value you, that you're not tempted to do things that put you and set you back, that make you feel like you're dealing with chaos, confusion, and drama. It's like you like to be around people where it's healthy, friendly competition, not people where you feel like you gotta watch your back. You know what I'm saying? Like no one wants to feel like that. So you cutting out a lot of little shady people here. Let's see what's going on with this Seven of Swords again in June. So Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups. Definitely you choosing to heal from the anxiety these people cause you, from the unhappiness. Like they really kind of make you feel kind of paranoid if you see these bad things that they kind of have on your mind. Like you really have to focus on a happy, bright spot and really get away from these people because they're kind of shady and they make you kind of not trust anybody. So you're having to heal some trust issues you have maybe around family or friends or people that you get close to. Definitely healing here with the Sagittarius energy of temperance, kind of finding that balance so that you can like transmute these negative feelings into positivity is what I'm seeing here, because there's a lot of anxiety with the moon here. The emotions is kind of festering down there in the deep. They get stirred up from whatever this is, but it's good that you bring this stuff to the surface because you, Leo, you're ruled by the sun. So you bring clarity and healing just naturally because you rule the heart space. You have such a big heart, and that's why these people have been able to even get this close to you, to even trigger you this way to begin with, is what I'm hearing. And so moving forward, you're healing and taking your healing process seriously. We have the Lovers here in July. Let's see what that's about. So the Fool, Aquarius energy. You having that new beginning, that new leap of faith. You just deciding to start this spiritual journey that really aligns you with unconditional love for yourself, for maybe someone special that has maybe, been there for you throughout these times, or that you could actually trust. But there's something about you bossing up. I told you that earlier. For my 7, can y'all hit that thumbs up button for me so YouTube can know we live? So this Emperor is Aries energy, but it's about you really having, like I said, that security, that stability, that solid foundation, to know that you have the wisdom to be able to, be head of a household, be head of an organization. You have whatever it takes, the strength, the willpower, because the things you've been through in your personal life and the stuff that you get taken care of in your professional life really just shows people that, you just really are not someone that doesn't deserve here with the Hierophant, that level up, that ascension, that traditional sense of just being able to be rewarded with a higher elevation of some kind, because you've used your intuition. You know a lot of things. You have some inner knowledge and wisdom. You trust your gut about stuff, and you trust yourself. You honor yourself. And so it starts this new cycle that you're able to start working and really get a good job that is, I think, going to help you really have a lot of financial security for the long term, since we have the Emperor here. Whatever new endeavor you have, whether this is a job or a house, there's something about you getting something new for your birthday that you've really been working on. And it's like it's kind of been a lot of options with this, and it's been a really overwhelming emotionally, maybe, and it's some delusion that you have to see through in order to know that, this whatever has held you back from being able to experience this, you are able to finally, overcome that. So, moving on to this Wheel of Fortune for your August. Let's see what's going on with that. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And I'm actually about to pull a new deck out because this one's getting kind of slim. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why do they have this Wheel of Fortune here? So the Wheel of Fortune is the Magician, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So this tells me that there's something that you've been kind of manifesting in order to get what you want, because you've been able to heal. Like I said, you went through this really big healing process with the Magician. Like, you kind of realized that, you always had what it took to create whatever it is, or to achieve whatever it is you really wanted here that emotionally satisfy you. This Nine of Cups. Blessings rain down on you with this Wheel of Fortune and this turn of fate. It's like, because like I said, this healing process, this healing journey, some of you may do herbal healing of some kind, because she is sniffing from a bowl of herb. But it's some kind of head trauma or something that's going on, that maybe you're finally getting some clarity or some confusion that you're finally clear from, about how blessed you are. You really kind of see how much you are favored by the universe, by the angels, by God, by yourself. You really start to see the true power you hold as a person in all areas of life. Again, we have the Chariot. There's nobody that can stop you. Why do we have the Seven of Swords here for September? It's actually the Seven of Pentacles. Looking at the Ace of Swords. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. You get some kind of payoff. You're able to take a much needed break. Maybe it's a vacation, a hiatus, but it's ultimately because you put in a lot of work. Like I said, from the beginning of the year up until now, it's probably been something you put in a lot of work to get over some drama. That's like you're kind of just definitely showing that you've been able to beat out any competition. If you're worried about that, on some missed opportunities with love, maybe. I feel like you get a payoff for the healing. Again, like there's something you really reap some benefit from, again, from the healing, because you definitely don't want to feel hopeless. And it's like this devil doesn't look like the first devil. So you finally, like I said, find that right here with that Hermit energy too, is what I'm hearing. Just kind of taking a break from whatever you go through from the beginning of the year that you have to let go of. So tell me more about the Two of Cups for their November. October, like I said, you're spending some time like kind of distancing yourself to continue the last stages of your healing. But there's something here about Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. You're walking away from some kind of abandonment issues you may experience with your lover. Not saying you and your lover are going to break up, but there's something about you and this person working to try to get a house or try to do something so that you guys can have long-term stability. There may be some kind of offer, like you may be trying to work to get this person something for Christmas, or this person may be trying to work to get you something for Christmas. King of Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But some of you may be dealing with a Libra if I almost said it. But definitely see Gemini, Capricorn here as well. All your fixed sign energy came out. That is our like quadruplicity. So let's see what the Five of Cups is here for. I feel like it's here because we have the High Priestess for the end of the year. You just kind of having a intuitive knowing that all this stuff that you kind of had to go through, you get clarity and see things for what it really is. And I feel like you have like this spiritual awareness. Like some of you may become intuitive. Some of you may feel like you have developed a spiritual gift where you are able to interpret energy. I don't feel like that you see things from both perspectives with the High Priestess. You're able to feel things out. You're able to know and understand. I feel like your lover, I feel like you and your lover are going to be halfway to marriage if you're not married already. You're halfway to something that's really going to be a celebration. And I think you kind of know that this year in 2023, you kind of figure out who or what kind of person that you want to marry, what kind of people that you and family values that you'd want to have for your lifestyle that you want to live going forward. I feel like there's going to be some people and groups and jobs and stuff that you kind of outgrow, and that's for the good and all. Even if it feels uncomfortable, there's a lot that you have to look forward to. Definitely here, Six of Cups, something about a soulmate that'll be in your energy for sure if you're wanting that. If you're not, focus on just staying in your own energy. And honestly, you're not going to be able to stay in your own energy, especially not the first half of the year. I'm glad each and every one of you that's tuned in. You haven't watched the beginning. Like I said, I don't expect everybody to sit here and watch this whole thing at one time. But it's here if you ever need to pass reference it. This is pretty much your reading. I can go ahead and pull you some love oracle cards and roll the dice to see about some zodiacs that may pop up besides the ones that came out in the cards. But for the most part, guys, I'm about to close the reading out. And I hope that your 2023 is really good and that you subscribe to me. I'd really like to have you guys stick around and hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. So we have something here about karmic relationship. We also have engagement ring, so that may be a thing. We have clock, so something may need some more time. And we also have coffee cup, so maybe having a date or a friendship with somebody where you're savoring the moment and doing some things. But with karmic relationship, like I told y'all guys at the beginning, or you guys at the beginning of the video, that there's definitely something karmic that you're releasing, whether that be family, a lover, a job. There's definitely something that you're going to have to put an ending to, or it's going to put an ending to you. And it's kind of like, even if you don't understand it, it feels harsh, just roll with it. Like everything's going to be okay. I'm here to tell you because I've had some things happen that I'm now reading cards. And I mean, it's one of those things where you're going to be put into whatever your real purpose is. And ultimately, you'll be able to live authentically, breathe, and not have that anxiety that some of you may or may not have that I'm seeing in this card. So I hope you guys, like I said, have a good rest of your week as well. And subscribe if you haven't already. I do personal readings. Have a great 2023.